Students, now we will continue with unification of Germany in the same lesson, nationalism in Europe. Okay, before unification, Germany was called as Germania. What it was called as? It was called as Germania, and it was under Holy Roman Empire from 900 to 1806. Here in 1834, a custom union called as Zollverein was formed at the initiative of Prussia. Just now I have spoken about Zollverein. It is a custom union which reduced the number of currencies from 30 to 2, because there were lot of currencies in each region of German. There were currencies. It means there was no uniformity. That's why the calculation was time consuming. Due to this, Prussia took the lead and it formed the custom union, that is Zollverein, which controlled the tariff barriers, and also the number of currencies were reduced from 30 to 2. Okay, so about this you all know. And in 1848, what had happened is the German regions. In German regions, what had happened? There were liberals. Liberals means the people who opposed monarchy. What these liberals did is they voted for all German National Assembly on 18th May 1848, and 831 representatives marched in a festive procession to take their places in the Frankfurt Parliament convened in the Church of St. Paul's. They drafted a constitution for German nation to be headed by a monarch, that is Frederick Wilhelm. But this Frederick Wilhelm, the king of Prussia, he rejected the demand of the liberals and also the proposal of the liberals, and he joined other monarchs to suppress the liberals. See here, liberals wanted to have a constitutional monarchy. Okay, so who was the monarch? Frederick William IV. He will be acting like a king, but to guide him there will be a constitution. But king did not agree with this proposal, and he joined the other monarchs, and he wanted to have a monarchical system of the government only, not the constitutional monarchy. So who was the architect of German unification? What was done by him? That we will study now in the next slide.